Shit, it's like 30 minutes a question.
I can teach you how to get cake. It's not the whole
I
thing.
don't even
Lisa
think
Love Slash. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism. Ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you want to do. If you want to build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in a lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh,
I wasn't sure what you were going for.
if you gon' build, I'm
You
Bobby.
went for my cheek.
If not, then chuck a deuce. You stole
I
another vibe.
thought you were going for my cheek. I was like, if you're going for my cheek,
Why would I do my cheek? You turned the face.
I thought you wanted my cheek. You went for
It'd
an
be on the
angle.
right here.
Right,
You
but you
did
went
this.
you went go.
You did this.
That's wanting to get my cheek.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever gonna see. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Snowhawks of San Diego. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Boy, so great to see the NFL back in San Diego. Remember, of course, the Chargers left following the 2016 season. So it's been a little while, but the folks here, they certainly never wavered in their hopes or desires that they would get another shot at NFL football here in San Diego. And now that day is here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go, let's go.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We can look at this Bronco defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, go Lion. 5-9, 5-9. Let's go.
Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Go orange.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Let's go. Hey, Ray. Ready.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. They throws on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Break it? I don't know where it's at there. I don't know where it's at.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
If you're not going to get any lead, everybody wants to see you plays.
They run it again with Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. When you look at this defense, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Off the play fake. Nix. Pressure comes and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Matt Horizon now on to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right back to him on first down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end.
Crowd right. Baylor Tigers. Hey, go forward.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch so far by Chase. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try to get more pressure at the passer.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Jefferson moving in motion left. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
21. Home trips right. Hey, Ram. Let's go.
They snap it to Herbert. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Nix. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Nix. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now drive the start in great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Nix drops it off for Chubb. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. But if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. They'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shot. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep them out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Ram. Hey, go lion.
Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Shoot.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And quickly, they get to the line. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He will find his man Chase complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Snowhawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone that was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to throw here. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. but they never did.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he comes back with one complete. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Nix. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Broncos nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Nix looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Broncos.
Looking to throw. Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Nix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Set. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Go. Go.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 22 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin this drive with Chubb. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And again, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? It's your take.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Herbert under pressure. They got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, I think congratulations are in order on that one. Only a handful of kicks in league history have ever been hit from 61 yards or further. Well, he was approaching record-setting territory with that one.
And the kickers that we know, they can't wait for this opportunity. They've been asking for it for a long time. They talk about it in practice. They put those little subliminal messages towards their coaches. Just give me a chance. I'll make it. And he went out there and did it. Wow, that was a heck of a kick.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down, Denver.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Nix. Pass complete to Chubb. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing on 1st down. Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. A give running right is Chubb. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. But he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, go lion. Set.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
12. 21. Home to trip right. Set.
Herbert now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake. Nix. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very